Is it hectic in between sessions trying to get the next session out?
If I would have been asked to be the captain, having no experience this year, we would have got beat.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
So there's that many important decisions going on that you think directly correlate with a win that you like
just
not having
being
experience.
prepared, showing your guys you're prepared, being calm and total urgency at all times. I mean, think about it. When the last putt's made, we have 45 minutes to put the next picks out. By the time we get all the guys back to the team room, get them settled in, we walk into the room, and then we got to get in the car and go back to the media center to do it. We have about 20, 25 minutes to literally sit down and go, are we still going with the plan every night? And it really gets, it got hectic, after we get smushed 0-5 on Friday. Everybody likes to panic, right? Like, oh, we need to change our whole plan for Saturday. And Jim, I think, was such a constant guy in the room, and he's like, look, I've been through this. I'm prepared. This is what we do. We stick to the plan. We showcase the guys that we're calm in adversity, and they know when they're playing. We've already told them when we're playing. They know who they're playing with. If we change everything, it changes the entire outlook of the team. And I was just so impressed by the way Jim handled it. I think Jim had a ton of experience from getting his feet in Paris and felt like he was unprepared for the sessions like that. Like he did not have a game plan from session to session and how fast it goes. And, it's so easy with 6 guys and 6 opinions to get off the beaten path. And he always talked about, he let us run for 5 or 8 minutes. And then he'd be like, all right, everybody come back to here. Funnel, big funnel, let's get back to the tunnel and make our decisions. And then we would be excited about the next session. And I thought Saturday morning was the session of the matches. Our guys kind of got their whipped, got a little humble pie. Had to get up at 4 a.m. to get back out there after a long day Friday. And then have an hour delay on top of that, knowing that all the pressure seemed to be on us because we're the heavy favorites, and now we just got our butts kicked. And Jim put the sign by the door walking to the range, and it said, "We apply the pressure." And I thought that was a great slogan for the guys to see walking out, and they went out and responded.
I'm very fascinated in understanding that rush after a session of then putting people out, because I heard Fore kind of talked about it afterwards as well. Jim was talking all kinds about, like, I was just prepared this time and I wasn't prepared last time. And I think that's so underrated, because even me as a fan, media member, whatever the hell we are, it's like the last minute matches finish up. You're trying to get tweets out, or you're texting with your buddies about, like, I can't believe we're 0-5, whatever. And then by the time I look, I already get a notification that, like, the matchups for the next day. And like you're saying, to have to factor in who played well, who didn't play well, who vibed together, does there need to be a change? They got to get input from Stuart Sink's pod and crew, from you, and then make all those calls. I can see how that would be insanely hectic. And then you also, the pageantry of it, you got to go sit in the media center. You got to, like, deliver it in the right way.
You also don't know the matchups, right? So we have no idea who they're putting where, and we got matchups we like. And so we have to post, and they have to match, then they have to post, and we have to match. So that's all another. But the unsung heroes of that entire process are those scouts. We called them nerds when I played, and I always like, these nerds think they know more than us. This is incredible. But after being on the other side, like, there's no chance I would ever be a captain without those nerds being on my team, because they literally keep us calm. Like, hey, man, you guys had the right pairings out on Friday. You just got your beat. They literally played as good in alternate shot as they did in best ball, which is unheard of. So, like, you ran into a buzzsaw. Don't freak out. We have the right game plan. Let's keep with our plan. We had the pairings basically 2 weeks before we got there. We had already told the guys who they were playing with, what session they were playing, and pretty close to where in the session they were going to go, depending on matchups. Wow. So everyone felt good about it. And so if you go in there after you get your beat and you go, we got to change everything, and then we walk out to our team room and go, you're sitting now, Scotty Scheffler, and Pat, you and Xander got your beat, so you're out. That changes the whole dynamic of the team. So having those scouts to put it back into reference, like, hey, man, y'all just got beat. They played better than y'all. Made us feel really good about sticking with the game plan, and then that shows calm in the face of adversity to the team.